was going around putting flyers up, and we know how that ended up. As long as they stayed with the narrative that he had gone fishing and she just vanished, the case didn't make sense. Then you learned about Amber Fry, then you learned that he had a storage facility, then you learned he had a second phone, and then, you know, tragically, Lacey Peterson's body washed up. But my point is, initially, the timeline didn't make sense, that she suddenly, you know, they were talking about maybe it was the van, and a cult grabbed her because she was pregnant. So with this case, the sheriff seems to be in the bunker. We don't know where he is, Tomaso. He could come right now. And
so that was a Daily Mail picture. Tomaso.
Yep.
I don't know if you could see, but this is this is basically you know, right after this happened.
Yep.
Tomaso is
with Annie.
With Annie like this, covering
Why
himself up.
Who hides their face like that?
Well, maybe he feels like he's a target or something like that. The sheriff says Tomaso's a victim.
Yeah, well,
He's
said
a
the family are victims.
Good morning, good morning.
Tomaso is a victim because that wackadoodle, Derek Kalala, is the one that texted him about the Bitcoin after the ransom. And
he's a wackadoodle. Wackadoodle.
He victimized Annie and Tomaso.
Yes.
So technically they are a victim in that case.
But I wonder why. Where is he? Where is he? He could, and people need to understand this as far as Tomaso, the police aren't preventing him from talking. Mm-hmm. He could have been at the first press conference. He could have done a video. He could speak out as much as he wants.
Maybe Savannah's saying, don't do it, because the media is just going to spin and mince your words and critique your words and any little facial features you do when you sit behind the camera.
Possible.
It's not going to go well.
Possible, but that's what I think people have to ask.
Good morning, everyone.
I think it becomes a personal way you approach it. If you were that person and you truly dropped her off, there's so much about him that we don't know. Does he have a solid alibi for when he left here? Where did he go when he left here? We don't know that. We know he's from Italy. We don't know that much about him. We know we haven't seen him other than that photo you showed. So
yeah, I asked because
this is John DePepe.
Like, you're like, where's Tomaso?
Yeah, because I come back to
where's Tomato?
This whole investigation seemingly right now is based on that the police are taking him at his word on the timeline. And that's why I think we are stuck right now, because it doesn't make sense. And no, I don't believe that somebody just came here in the middle of the night. I want to come back.
You could also have Annie and Savannah basically vouching for him and saying, there's no way he could have done this.
Yes.
Stop saying this. Yep. End this right now. You're defaming by keeping the speculation out there. It's causing defamation on our character. You need to come out and say he's cleared, you know.
I'll be back.
Okay, what's your name?
Steve Areno.
Steve Areno.
Steve-O.
Hey, I see you. Are you on X?
Yes.
Yeah, Steve
great.
Areno.
I was the one who told you about 857 Tucson when you were streaming.
Yeah, Steve Areno. That's right. Got the tag on X.
Keep it up, Steve.
Good job. You linked me with 857 Tucson. Now we're
857
like peanut butter and jelly.
It's not my real last
They're
name.
peanut butter and
Yes.
jelly.
Come
on back when you're done. We'll talk.
You know, I want to just leave it at this, though.
Yes, sir.
It comes back to JLR. Who would know? What we're talking about is a high risk plan. That let's just say there's more than one person. So I'm going to convince you to come with me. Why are we doing this? Who would know? And here's what everyone, I think, you got to come back to center. Who would know that an 84-year-old woman lives alone with no security, no alarm, and no dog? Who would know that she's just in there alone? What's to say that many elderly people don't sleep that well? Maybe she's up late. She's on the phone with a friend and says, oh my God, I think I hear someone here. My point is,
what's your point, dude?
This is too high risk. If I was trying to convince you that we're going to go in and we're abduct her, what is my currency? Why are we doing this? They're saying it wasn't a robbery.
Why are
we abducting her?
Why are we doing this?
And if there's another person, a third, if we get caught, it's unbelievable crime, jail time. So how am I convincing you? And I use
money
that people are familiar with, right?
So
when Jeremy Renner is saying, you know, listen, it's large, it's Fenway. Jeremy Renner with the flowers, he wants the payday. Ben Affleck, Doug, he wants them to leave the girlfriend alone. In Heat, you're talking about 10-figure haul on the bank, and Nate, played by the character that plays Nate, John.
Who's
I'm
Nate?
spacing on it. But anyhow, but he's saying to Robert De Niro,
Robert De Niro.
You can't afford to shoot and miss. And what does he say? Neil McCauley. He says the bank is worth the stretch. It's worth it because if we are successful, this could be a $12 million payday. So I come back to, what is our motivation? Why the two people, three of them, but why is anyone going in and removing an 84-year-old woman? And how do we know that they're not in there with...
Thank you, Kim.
How do we know that after, dinner and a game of Mahjong,
Here's
Mahjong.
how do we know that there isn't someone else in there?
Here. If you just want to go the basic motivation here, how much is she worth? Who gets her house when she dies? What happens when Nancy dies? Who accumulates? Who claims her wealth?
Yep.
Who gets the house?
Good morning,
Who gets whatever's
Connie.
in her bank account? Who's on the will?
Well, I've got some answers for you. So listen, I last night did some research. I went on to the Pima County Public Records and I put in these people's names. And I found out that when Annie and Tomaso bought their first home, the one that's on Niagara Street, it was only in Annie Guthrie's name. Tomaso actually signed a document writing off his rights to that property. So I was kind of right. Maybe not a post-nuptial agreement like we talked about yesterday, but he did sign a paper to not be on as an owner of the first property. However, when they sold that property, the second property they bought by Nancy's has both of their names on it. I found that interesting. And I also found a Facebook post from 16 weeks ago where one of Nancy's friends is asking if Annie is still making jewelry because she would like to buy some. And Nancy says no. She's not making jewelry anymore. She's focusing on writing her novel. 16 weeks ago. Husband's a teacher. How do you just not work and work on a novel when your husband's a teacher and you live in a $650,000 house? How?
But I want to come back.
We don't know her bank account.
I don't believe it was a planned homicide. I think it started off as one thing and evolved into something else. And I'll leave you with this. I think that, someone, that local reporter that put out that they thought it was a robbery gone wrong, as someone that has worked in commercial broadcast, that reporter from Phoenix, she's
the
on
Bank of
CBS
Mom,
News.
yeah.
There's no way she went on the air and said that and just made it up out of thin air or
Sources.
But someone at the station
Hey, Flo.
had to sign off on it. So if you and I work at the station, who would it have to be? Because I've been in situations where a manager says to me, I need to speak to your source. And it was a big profile case and it was someone cooperating with the FBI. And I had to put my source who was cooperating with the FBI on with my boss, who was the time the program director. So my point is, who would be on the line and say to the news director or the station manager, yes, I am so-and-so with the FBI, and yes, I think there's a robbery going wrong. I think there's a lot there. That tells me that's what the FBI thinks.
Ashley Banfield's the one that said Tomaso may be a suspect, right? Puts the video out, and the video's still up.
That was early on.
But it's still up.
True, but I don't think Ashley Banfield operates in the same stratosphere of just a local reporter.
It seems like that was her channel was more in of her individual capacity on her own.
She doesn't even have a show there. She's just a correspondent. She said that. Anything she said,
shut up,
she made them be accountable. But it was last Sunday where that local Phoenix CBS reporter came out with that. And the sheriff quickly denounced that. I didn't say that. I'm not saying that. But my point...
leakers, maybe. Leakers.
I don't think it's from him. I think it was from, again, I go to, if you're running a station, you would say, okay, if this is FBI Phoenix and they're telling us that they think it was a robbery going wrong, then I feel comfortable putting that on the air. And they haven't retracted it, by the way.
We got a comment here. Do you all remember that reporter that was shot on camera a few years ago? People were insane.
I think that was in the south. I don't know. I mean, it's a dangerous gig. I gotta jump. I'll be back.
Nice
I'm not
chatting
going
with you.
anywhere. Good chatting with you.
Thank you, Joe.
Folks, follow this guy.
No,
You-
follow
one
this
He'll
is
be
work
back,
harder.
guys.
Follow
He'll
this
be
guy.
back.
Follow this
No
guy.
worries.
Steve Arena, come on in.
Who?
Very nice to meet you. How are you?
We're good. We're
Thank
good.
you for coming out. What's going on, Steve?
Well, I wanted to give you something.
Oh, whoa.
It
whoa, I
says
didn't
get
expect
to
this.
the
What do you got?
shopper.
A challenge coin.
Holy smokes, I got a challenge coin.
A little background to this.
Look at this. The Department of Homeland Security. Love it.
So I'm retired CBP.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a civilian employee.
God bless you. I
Wow.
love the Border Patrol.
Okay.
I might offend people here, but I love Border Patrol. You know that by covering the border. I've covered the border a lot.
Yes, and I'm also a retired Air Force. So that was
God
my
bless
second
you.
job.
Thank you for your service. So as being a retired Border Patrol,
So I was actually retired Customs and Border Protection. So you have the blue suiters on the border,
Yeah.
and then you have the green suiters.
Yeah,
that
which
are
one were
Border
you?
Patrol. I actually worked for both.
both. Where at? What sector?
Here in Tucson, I was based out of Tucson, but I actually traveled because I taught all the X-ray systems,
Nice.
all the non-intrusive inspection systems.
Really?
So when you cross the checkpoint, you
Yeah,
might
yeah.
see some of the X-ray trucks
Yep,
there.
yep.
Taught
It's like
that.
there's one on 19 right there, right about 30
Yes.
miles in.
So I taught from Seattle to Puerto Rico. So my job was traveling nonstop, at least 3 weeks a month.
Border Patrol
So I appreciate, the reason why I gave you that coin, I appreciate the coverage you gave
on the border.
on the border. Eagle Pass, places like that, because I've been there. And when I saw you, I was already retired. I'm retired.
Morning, guys.
So that
Morning.
gave me a little, I got to watch you do
I
your
love
thing.
Border Patrol.
And-
I got so
and
many
feed-
Border Patrol friends off the record. I'm actually some of the higher ups in Border Patrol. We follow each other
Yes.
on social media, because of the coverage of the border. Let me ask you something. Do you think this case has any element to Mexico or crossing over the border?
Personally, I do, because I don't have any inside, because I don't have a contact, because I was a civilian employee, so I have a lot of friends that are uniformed agents and officers. But personally, yes, because I think they had enough time without any bolos going out there to take her to any of the border crossings, especially in California, because you have a lot of small ones out there.
Yes.
You got Tecate,
Antelope Wells.
yes.
You
There's
know
a lot
Antelope
of-
Wells?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's in the middle of nowhere, literally.
Right. You got Sasabe.
You got Sasabe, like
Yeah.
Lukeville,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Like the middle of
that's-
nowhere.
That's considered Arizona. But
Dude, we could pick each other's brain for hours talking about border stuff, for real. I would love
Yeah.
to just pick your brain.
Oh, yeah. I
you
did that
know?
for like
I
18
love talking.
years.
Yeah, because that was my beat for like 3 years. Just border.
Yep,
And
yep.
been all the way from I literally went from the mouth of the Gulf of Mexico at Starbase, all the way to Tijuana.
Wow.
Every
Yeah,
single
Brownsville. I love Brownsville. Brownsville's a great
every
place to be.
single spot in between. I mean, I went around
Did you go to Laredo?
Laredo,
Yeah.
Donna, Eagle Pass, Del Rio, even around that big bend
Yeah.
and that big national park there where it's the rock and it's literally
yeah.
split.
Presidio.
Yeah, just I
I
mean,
went out there once to teach a one-day class.
and then all the way up to El Paso and then into. I'll tell you what the craziest spot I've seen. We're getting a little off topic here, but we're talking about the border. But the craziest spot I've ever seen was Santa Teresa, New Mexico, right there,
Yeah.
west of the port of entry.
Happy Monday,
Desert, and people are,
everybody.
like dressed as ninjas, jumping over the wall like ninjas, like dressed in black. It's
Yeah,
like
it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was seeing because, of course, I didn't want to go down there. I haven't received my retirement yet, so I didn't want to infringe on any of that area because I really wanted to come out and meet you when you were doing that, especially when you were close by. But I said no. Stay
I've been
away.
to-
But
you know,
I'm
Nogales-
glad you finally came. So.
Sasabe's wild.
Yeah, I have relatives in Nogales.
But like with this case, I mean,
Rico.
going through the port of entry. So another gentleman came on earlier, said the port of entry, literally if you're going through, even if you're going through Mexico, they got all these cameras and everything zooming in your car.
Well, I don't know about going into Mexico because really, unless they're doing operations, they're looking for money and cash going south.
Good morning, JR.
The cameras are actually at the checkpoints.
At the checkpoints.
Yeah, the plate readers.
But no checkpoints going in, just coming back.
But they have the plate readers going south.
Okay, they do have plate readers.
Yes. If you notice, next time you head down that direction, you'll see there's cameras set up.
On 19, for instance, 19. So that spot where,
Florida.
for instance, where you come in 30 miles of checkpoint going northbound, right around there's cameras on the southbound.
Correct. So every checkpoint has them.
south
So you
end.
can't avoid them, no matter.
Thanks, Mama
Why
Bear.
do they do it
Small
south
roads.
though?
Hey,
Like, why?
Frag.
Just to see if someone tries to
It's-
spin
This
around.
guy
They're
is
not-
he's
they're not-
legit
they're not associated with
ex border patrol.
They're
Gotcha.
associated with another 3-letter agency. I won't say it on camera.
Okay.
And that's what I'm told. So those, if they knew the vehicle, then maybe they can get a plate somewhere.
But they haven't. We haven't released unless they know and we don't know.
We don't know exactly.
Unless
I mean,
they're
they don't-
withholding information and keeping something
Mhm.
very close to the
And
vest.
here, this area, you're just not going to get a plate here. The cameras don't see the roads from the homes. You know, it's very, as you know, it's very dark and private out here. I live in more of a community that has. I can see the road with my cameras, but
I don't know. Do you think so, Trish?
it's a shame. But I hope that they are able.
Trish
to
said, "Do you
recover
think the
some
sheriff is
footage
holding
somewhere,
evidence
if it's a
until the
convenience
streamers go
store or
home?"
Something nearby. The ones that do have.
Hey, Marcy.
You know a bunch about Bortec and the Border Patrol?
Mhm.
You
Yes.
know, like
So that's when I first started watching you. When
Yeah.
You were doing that missing person or is that escaped criminal?
Escaped
And you
criminal,
were- you were like
Cavalcante.
nonstop.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Bortac call.
Bortac, yeah.
That's when I
it's
first
called Borstar
discovered
and
your channel.
Bortac, right? They're like two different.
Yeah, yeah. So it's Bortac. It's one word. It's an acronym. So those guys are trained trackers. You know, they know how to, and they're like the special forces of the Border Patrol. So those guys, and let me tell you, every agent and officer with Homeland Security, they're educated. Most of those people have at least their 4-year degree, if not a master's degree, if not a PhD. If they're agriculture specialists, they have their PhD. So they're highly educated individuals. Even your everyday officer and Border Patrol agent are highly educated. And I've been to the schoolhouse in Artesia. So
What's the schoolhouse?
the Border Patrol Academy is in Artesia, New Mexico. So
Artesia. Where's Artesia? I never heard
it's
that.
near
term.
There.
Okay.
Artesia.
Roswell. Why
Where's
out there in
Artesia?
the middle of nowhere?
Exactly. But
So
they
nobody,
sent me
like,
there to
knows what's going on
help
there?
them along. They needed help. I got detailed there during COVID.
Really?
They didn't stop.
I think they
training.
just need more to prove the
They
case,
just
to
took
be
our
honest.
temperature. We went in every day and said, "You're good to go. Get to work."
Interesting. Interesting.
And then we have an advanced training center in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia.
Harper's Ferry.
I've been there too. I worked there for a year before I retired.
So Border Patrol seems like they've assisted with this at the beginning stages.
They did. They used their dogs because
They
their
used-
dogs can sniff humans, not just carcasses.
So how would that work?
Live
Do they
humans.
just start from the front door and expand out?
Well, you saw I was told that T-shirt that was
T-shirt?
left behind.
Mhm.
They used that for the dog, and they just left it. The dog had to sniff. Had her.
But how? Like, would they go like a mile out or just down the road?
No, they would just follow.
Thank you so
follow.
much, Flo,
They
for the
follow.
10
So it probably
gifted.
ended if she got into if they put her into a
You can't like sniff a vehicle
That's
where
it.
it went.
Nope.
Make sure you guys hit
So
that
they
like
would
button.
really know
Thank
up
you,
to
Flo.
what point the
10
tent goes. And
memberships right off
most
the
likely
morning,
because they
top
say
of the morning
kidnapping,
to you.
probably stopped at the driveway.
Thank you,
So they have
Flobo.
specialized dogs for humans, and why I say live humans because as we know, when they're smuggling drugs and humans across before Biden, people are hidden in trunks, and if there's a canine
Yeah.
out there, he gets sniffing out.
Yeah, I used to document that.
Yeah.
It's crazy
That's
stuff.
a dog that can sniff.
People try to hide in trunks.
Yeah.
It's crazy, especially at
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible because a lot of those people don't survive the trip, especially when they're in
what's
the
that
back door.
county in there, Bracketville? What's that county there north of Eagles Pass?
Oh, I don't know. That's near Del Rio.
Yeah, Del Rio, that one smuggling route. I would document literally like people pulled over and the dogs would be like in the trunk and people would be coming out. I documented people coming out of the trunk,
Yep.
like trying to hide.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
the
Welcome,
dogs just
new
go around and they can
members.
smell.
Like Laredo, I think it's Laredo East.
Mm-hmm.
They all the truckers go through there. They were finding truckloads.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed the call in. I enjoyed it too.
No ventilation, no air.
It's fun.
Talking 100 people inside of a back of a truck. trailer.
You think this is like Cartel? Could be.
I don't think so.
Because you said that you're open-minded to possibly going to Mexico.
Yeah, and the reason why is they could go down there possibly getting, using her to give to the cartels. But I don't think they're associated.
But being Border Patrol, have you ever heard of an incident where people from Mexico or people south of the border would come into America and kidnap Americans and bring them? Like,
I
has
haven't
that ever
heard
happened?
of kidnappings, but I've heard of hits.
Hits.
It got chilly
so come
here,
over to the
Valerie.
American side and do a hit. Like, who would get hit?
somebody pissed off the cartels.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a town person or somebody that's...
Yeah, I mean there's documentation of them going into WalMarts and stuff, border towns, looking for people fully armed.
Jesus.
That's the Wild West down there. You know, you just never know.
The Wild Wild West.
Especially Sasabe.
Remember that
Sasabe's
song?
Really
The
crazy.
Wild Wild West.
I was told,
not
you know,
now,
if
it's pretty
you
much
see
under control.
people, like you got to, yeah, but you got to, because the town over there is a war too, right across the other side. I was told that that's the camouflage and the guns and everything. I didn't personally see that, but I was told if you see anybody in groups of camouflage, fall back because they'll shoot.
Yeah.
Right? That was they just had an incident here by this sheriff right before this incident happened. He gave a press conference about a border patrol in Aravaca.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was an American.
And then over the years, didn't some border patrol agents get murdered?
Oh yeah, there's
Around
several
here?
cases of that.
Like
That's
Arizona,
that's
that's
the
like
sad part. Yeah.
because it's like Wild West.
Yes. But I mean,
The Wild
when you
Wild
live out
West.
here, you know, I go four-wheeling a lot, so you just got to watch where you four-wheel. You got to know where the drug corridors were, and the reason why. You can see when you're on the trails, you can see signs of the mules, you know, the cartel mules. And if you go up on the mountains, you can see where they had where they sat down. They had sometimes they leave their equipment, their batteries, their
Weird.
binoculars, because they're lookouts for the mules.
Pads,
Everything.
backpacks.
Yeah. So a lot of that has stopped because we're not having to put all our agents at sector or at these processing centers to process all this immigration paperwork. I mean, we're putting tons of people over there, right? That took off officers and agents off the border. So now we have more back on the border, so it's easier to control it. It was bad. It was real
Some
bad.
private eyes suggested if this was cartel, she would actually be taken north to Phoenix area, Mesa, like a house in there.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
more north, even though
I have a friend that went to my church. He was a police chief of Northwest, and this happened a long time ago. He got caught up in a shootout on the freeway between two cartels.
Good morning, Crazy
Yeah,
K.
he
cartels
remembers,
in America.
uh-huh,
What
on the
cartels
freeway
were
on
there?
I-10 going to Phoenix.
Really?
He remembers the shootings, and all he remembers is waking up because he wrecked. He got in the middle of it. They were.
You're
huge
talking
smuggling.
shiz,
What
Proud
cartels?
Mimi? What do you mean?
Name some?
No,
You don't
no,
know, or
I
you just
wouldn't
don't
know.
know.
I wouldn't have the intelligence.
Because it revolves too.
Mimi,
doesn't
what's
it
going
revolve,
on?
like based on
Well,
territorial
you got your
wars.
usual gangs, and you got the cartels. You even have safe houses. You know, all through Tucson where they were stashing a lot of the illegals.
So they would use safe houses as a springboard to
It
go
was
somewhere
all
else.
human smuggling.
Human
But
smuggling.
like I said, a lot of them were transported up on I-10 now. A lot of them get caught because DPS is pretty good at catching that stuff.
People say Sonola. There's a lot of things going on in Mexico right now
Yes.
on the news.
Yes.
Crazy stuff. Man,
Yeah, that
Border
was very
Patrol.
interesting.
Very
you've seen
crazy
it all.
stuff. Hey, Hexy.
I've seen a lot of it as far as what I saw training the X-ray systems and finding, you know, we were looking for weapons of mass destruction, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
like after 9/11?
Yes. That's when it all kicked off. So everything that's targeted at seaports or land borders is X-ray.
I'll tell you the craziest border. Here, I'll write it. Hold on. Let me get here. There's a spot in Texas. There's like a dam. It's north of McAllen, between Laredo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Is that where they had that shooting?
No, but
In
it's a
that
port of
place?
entry and it's a dam. But believe it or not, the port of entry, you go through it, but you can go right to the dam, and there's a marking there. It says one side Mexico, one side the United
Oh.
States. You can take a picture. But if you cross that port of entry, you have to go back and go through a checkpoint,
I know what you're
even though
talking
you
about.
don't cross into Mexico.
That's that place that's further down the river is where they have a hand pulled ferry.
Yes, I've been there. I've been there. That
Okay.
town.
And there's a little.
I made a video
There's a
there.
little customs.
Yeah, that
building
town is.
there. Yep, that's close
so,
to McAllen.
So the one with the dam is Falcon State Park.
Okay, I never went there.
So you can literally put your feet on the border. There's like a stone thing. It says Mexico one side. You can take pictures. This is a spot to take pictures, but you have to go through checkpoint on the way back, even though you don't cross over.
Yeah.
The town that has the Los Habanos.
Lots of bombs.
Los Habanos is the one with the
That's
ferry.
very
They
impressive.
literally have a little
a guy.
Yeah, that
pulls
pulls
you
the ferry
across.
and pulls people across. They let me have access there, so the port of entry
Yes.
people said, "Go ahead." So I went down there and filmed the ferry. And
Yeah, I
everything
saw
like
that. I was watching that. I said,
Pretty-
I've been there.
But it looked like there was like an old western town. Like it was all colorful, and there was like saloons and the old jail, and
Yes.
there's like it was wild, man. There's some of those border towns are wild right there, like right on the
Why
border.
are they
like,
spamming
all over
his
the place.
chat?
Like, half of it's gone, and
I just keep
Why
praying.
is she
We pray
spamming
for her
his
every day.
chat?
We hope that she
Why are her
stays
people
alive.
spamming his chat? Fucking
My wife's a
weirdos.
nurse.
your wife's a
So,
nurse.
Yeah. So she said those pacemakers can last a long time.
They can.
because they have batteries in them.
So would the sniffer work long term? Like,
Sniffer probably would detect it because it goes by serial
Okay,
number.
so I don't know
Serial.
if things are weird because I tried to stream vertical and horizontal today. So it might look like there's two streams. One's vertical, one's horizontal. That's why there's two. And I don't know why they're spamming.
multiple
attention?
choppers go at the same time with the same serial number?
Desperate
or is
for
that-
attention?
No, I think just to be safe over the skies here, because we do have a lot of air traffic, and the base, they're doing exercises. They're having big military exercises.
Go in there and
So it's
tell him
just
to
safer to
unblock
keep
me,
their
Jack.
up there.
I would think that they
Unblock
keep
Queen
doing it all
Bee,
over the
Jack.
place.
Yeah.
Just even like there was a chopper the other day at the landfill, just going back, and everyone thought, hey, is it a sniffer or something? But it ended up being some private dude. Though some people speculated the private guy was trying to, hack in or try to get the signal there to try to find and see if she comes up
Yeah,
with the
they
landfill.
may have never even picked up anything. I think I heard you reported.
Yeah, that's
there's
weird.
So many signals.
In JLR's
Because as you
chat.
can imagine, there's a lot of people that live in this area that have pacemakers.
Oh, I didn't report that, but that's
This
interesting
is a big
too.
retirement community.
So you can get other people's signals that pick up and false leads.
Yeah.
Unblock
so a lot
me,
of these
Jack.
homes are empty most of the time.
They're empty.
And people from back east come out here to live here. So as you can imagine, it's a big retirement community, especially up there where you went to AJ's, the grocery store where the fountain is.
Yeah.
That's a very posh grocery store.
Yeah,
Everything's
yeah.
really expensive and
Yeah.
more than
I call it
fries.
bougie.
Yeah,
I call it bougie, man.
That's our bougie grocery store.
She wants to be
So you live around
unblocked.
like that.
That's
Yeah, I
so
live about 8 miles
weird.
away, down Ina and a little further north.
So we're gonna head over to. I'm waiting for 857.
That's funny,
Tucson.
Mimi.
We're gonna actually go over to the park.
Everybody go in
National
there and
Park.
tell him to
West.
Or
unblock
you're going
me.
to
What a
Saguaro.
weirdo.
Saguaro.
Yep.
You don't like
there's
your
a fee
ass,
to get in.
weirdo.
It's $25.
Oh, really?
And they're open 8 to 5.
I have one of those national park passes.
If you got that, you're good.
Yeah, I
I
got
don't
a
even have
national-
one of them. I
yeah, I
can
got
get
the
one. I'm a
national-
senior, So
I have a national park pass
There you
because
go.
I went to Mount Rushmore
yeah.
a couple. Well, they actually
You
didn't
got
have
old,
it.
old
Mount
Tucson
Rushmore.
studios where they filmed all the movies. Why would they go out there? I don't know. There's a bunch. My first job in the Air Force, because this was my first base. My first job in the Air Force was working on Titan II missiles. We had 18 silos in the ground out here.
There's silos out here.
There what used to be. So there were 6 up north. There were 6 that direction and 6 that direction.
Oh wow,
East,
silos.
west, and north, and south. There's a Titan museum in Green Valley. You pass it all the time when you drive by.
Is there
I
any
worked on
mines
those.
around here?
Yeah, there's lots of mines. There's a lot of mines heading towards Green Valley. There's lots
That's
of mines.
weird though to look at me,
heading north.
JLR, look at me.
There was a chopper,
weirdo.
Maricopa DPS, last week flying all the canals.
We saw that. People, the viewers
Can't
were
pick
reminded
on a
us that
pregnant
somebody
woman,
flew in from
so-
Maricopa.
Gotta
It
find
was like
something
right
else.
up there by
Yes,
Maricopa
they were hitting every
Oro
canal.
Valley.
Mm-hmm.
They were hitting canals. You think it was centered around this?
They started up near Red Rocks,
Mhm.
and they finished up down near the Casino del Sol.
Yeah.
By
Why would Maricopa? Do you think it would be related to this? Maybe.
Maybe they were looking for somebody else because it's Maricopa County.
Yeah.
It's not Pima. So.
Yeah, there's people probably go missing all the time in Maricopa. Right?
Yes,
Big
yeah,
city,
yeah.
Phoenix,
Yeah.
like the 5th biggest city in the United States. One of
Yeah,
them, right?
it's
7th,
huge.
6th.
I grew up in Chandler, so.
No, I appreciate you coming out and saying hello, and thank you so much for this. I'm going to, for people that are
welcome.
coming to the chat, look at this, I got Department of Homeland Security. This is going on my mantle in my house. This is beautiful.
And that's just my appreciation, your awareness for the border coverage that you do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
appreciate
and
that.
we plan to do a follow-up. I've built
Yeah.
a lot of relationships with a lot of homeowners that live by there, and I want to do it like what it's like now.
Yeah.
See if it's really secure or not. See
Right.
what the truth is. See if people
The bees are in
still
the
coming
blocked
across.
hive.
Well, sorry,
The
I missed
block
857
time.
Tucson. Pleasure to meet you.
Eve Arena. He's coming at 11:15. I don't know what time it
What the
is.
French call
You ever meet him
les
before?
incompetents.
I haven't, but I
If
feel
you
like I
stick
know the
around
guy
for
'cause I
something,
see
have a
him so
seat.
much.
Have a seat in the shade. You have some
I'll stay a
water.
little bit. I was looking
And-
for the other streamer that I followed in the Twin Cities.
Twin Cities. Who was in the
Yeah.
Twin Cities? I'm gonna spin the camera around.
You ran across him yesterday. He has that red car.
Oh,
Has
yeah,
the
IRT.
car. Yes.
In real time meeting. Yeah, he's
Joe.
great.
His name is Joe. I
Yeah,
haven't
he's
seen him.
great. Yeah, he was out here all day
Good
yesterday.
morning,
He'll probably
Roxanne
be
and
back. He
Kay.
said he's going to be here for a while. Yeah, IRT.
Yeah, I did some work in Minneapolis when I was in the Air Force, and it's not the same city as it was when I was there years ago.
Everything is changing. Everything is evolving over real time.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people around here saying this Catalina foothills is not the same. Any community is not the same.
I did a lot of work in Florida too, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Jacksonville. Never went to Tampa. We have equipment there too, but I never went to Tampa. So,
That is my home base.
yep.
But to share a little bit of personal stuff, my goal is one day to move to the mountains because of the craziness out there. You know,
Yeah.
I want to just go to the mountains. I want to get 10 acres of land. I want to be in peace.
Yeah.
And then maybe
Where-
the chances.
Where, like maybe up in Georgia somewhere, or
Maybe North
Carolinas?
Georgia, maybe the Carolinas, Western North Carolina, maybe like Murphy,
Nice.
North Carolina, maybe Blue Ridge, Georgia, maybe Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
oh, Gatlinburg is nice.
I don't want to go out west, though. You could Starlink and you
But
can actually.
You
do
like the moisture. You don't like the dryness.
I need access to an airport,
The moist.
right? I need an
Right.
airport.
Yeah.
I need an airport to be able to jump on an airport.
A small airport would be preferential.
It can, but you got to do all those layovers and.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta would be nice. Atlanta, north of Atlanta, maybe would be nice, and jump on an airplane and go
Charleston.
to the location.
Oh, Charleston.
Charleston, South Carolina is nice too. South Carolina. Watch Jim's video from yesterday. Start at 15:13. The guy flags Jim down. When he hears her name, he puts his hand in his pockets and then crosses his arms. The V stance and built look similar to the perp. Take a closer look. Tiffany Knows says.
What?
Yeah, you have a lot of good viewers there. I read the chat and I see that a lot of people help you out. So
Not only do they help, we are what we call the JLR army, right? We got JLR loyalists. We're just watching in real time what's going on. People have contributed. People come up with theories, speculations. We almost never censor unless somebody's acting really crazy, whatever
Now,
like
I'm
that. I don't even know how many
commenting
people I
on-
blocked. I
commenting
probably
on-
blocked up very little.
I'm commenting on
Very
YouTube.
little
On
in
YouTube,
Queens,
it's,
one of 'em.
Scale Model Kid Review.
Scale model kid review.
Yep.
Why'd you call yourself that?
Because that's it's a small hobby channel. I have about 21,000 subscribers.
Really? You got a YouTube channel?
Mm-hmm. Scale Model Kit Review.
Scale model kit review. What do you do on there?
I build models, but I build mostly the bigger stuff. 1/8 scale Mustangs,
Oh,
Nice.
Ecto 1.
So you like show the video about building it and everything? Ah, nice.
Painting. I do a lot of painting, figure painting,
Everyone has talents.
airbrushing.
Everyone has hobbies and talents,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
All of us are unique
Still
in a
have a
way.
steady hand. I can paint eyeballs on figures.
Really?
Nice.
Your eyes don't go.
I got to use glasses, but my hand is steady.
Do my eyes over time just go?
Oh, I know. When you turn 40,
When I turned
when mine
48
started
years
going.
old, my eyes left me.
yes.
Left
I have to wear these guys. It's just reading. I can
Yeah.
see fine long
Hey,
distance.
I don't buy glasses. You're just readers. So
Yeah, you just get
cheapies.
these. They're like $5. They break. You buy another
You
$5.
can buy like 7 for
You can
like
buy
$10.
that they work. What you do is just
Do you guys
spray it,
see the
you get
vertical?
clear eyes, and you're good to go. It feels like you got eyes and you can see.
Yeah, I don't go around this area that much. I got a little lost. That's my Jeep down there. The white
You got a
one.
Jeep?
Down
Oh,
there.
nice with the high tires.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. Hit the like
Yeah, I
button.
like
Double
Jeeps.
tap your screen if you're
Jeeps
vertical.
is the thing. You know, I did a border one time in Sassabee, and I went with a compact SUV, and I got stuck on the wall
Yeah.
in those hills.
We
'Cause
got
it rained.
We got a really nice trail just a little bit east of Catalina.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Charlo Gap.
I don't
Shallow
know
gap.
what that is.
Runs
Ecto?
from the backside of the Catalina, town of Catalina,
Mm-hmm.
runs all the way to Oracle,
Yeah.
Oracle Junction. So it's about a 20-mile trip. But you go through some rivers, and
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
climbs.
Well, I
can't go back
remember
there
I
with a
took
regular
I took a vehicle one time from Aravaca to Sassabee through those side roads, and it's literally you're hanging. But I had a Jeep Compass, which worked pretty good. But
Yeah.
I love the Jeeps.
Yeah.
You could get a Jeep, you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Literally in the
Yeah.
snow, you can go.
I like that
40
Bronco you got. That
Bronco's nice, but it was
pretty-
kind of small. Like it was kind of
street version.
it was like a Bronco Sport.
Yeah.
So it was kind of low. I prefer a Jeep. When I did border coverage on the Jeep, I literally could go up hills and go perch at the
I
top.
loved my
Cars
Jeep.
would never get
I
up
miss
there.
my Jeep.
A
So
Jeep.
I
Happily
went to the
horizontal.
border. I don't know if you heard. And he went to go check out the
Hey,
wall and
Schnitz.
everything.
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Because
good.
he was there too, And he said, as you can imagine, it's completely changed. So,
Yes.
yeah. When I first got hired on as an employee for customs, they took us to San Diego for our classes and all that, and they took us down right to the water where the border is. And they took us in the middle.
Hey, Tenacity,
Yeah,
good to see ya.
yeah.
That's a long time.
Where at? Eagle Pass?
No, Skid Row, San Ysidro.
Okay, yeah. It's like a middle area.
Skid
Yeah.
All the way to the water.
Row.
Yeah. Yeah, all the way to the water, right? I couldn't get there because the park's closed now.
Yeah.
The park's the park, right?
Yeah. Is it
Yeah, they don't let
on the
nobody-
American side?
Yeah.
Park's closed?
Yeah, they won't let you. I couldn't get all the way to the coastline there. That's one spot I never made it to the coast.
I wonder if it's open now.
They say it wasn't because of COVID, but I think it was just because
It's probably
of the
open.
border. I was there a couple years ago, and
Yeah, because they got the people. They have a lot of horse patrol there. A lot of horses. So we
Wow.
have the rodeo either ending or kicking off, because I saw a big rig with all the horses in it. Big rodeo in town. Big one. So
what about the
It's like
gun shows
nonstop
around
events.
here?
Yeah,
what about gun shows around here?
they just had one, I believe.
Well, some people in my chat was thinking that Perp got the gun at
Hi,
the gun
Paul.
show.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah,
know-
you still got to register it.
Got to register.
Dealers still got
They
it.
don't do stuff under the table there.
Especially there, they have to register it.
It's at the
And believe me,
fairgrounds.
there's people walking around making sure that's
Really, like
making sure
undercovers and
that's
everything,
happening.
because that's federal crime if you sell a firearm at a
Correct.
gun show.
The only way is if you buy it from a private individual, not at a gun show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you buy it from your friend.
Yeah.
We all used to do that, right? Friends say, hey, I got this shotgun. You want to buy it? Yeah, I'll buy it.
That's the next car I'm getting. That's the car I'm getting tonight. I'm switching rental cars. I'm getting a Nissan Rogue tonight.
Aren't you
I
getting
have
tired
like
of driving
4
down
different
there to
rental
the
cars.
airport?
But I'll tell you the rental car scam. This is the rental car scam, folks. There's a rental car scam, and this is it is. You rent a car for whatever time, and you contact them to extend the rental car. They're going to double it. Where you could just, if you're nearby the airport, you just go back and order a new one. It's half the price.
Oh, that's
So
a scam.
why pay double on a rental car when you can just
Hello,
go-
Robat's sister, Miss Robin's sister. Happy Monday, girl.
Because when you get a rental car,
Thanks
like,
for watching.
like for instance, I got a
Plus, they try to get you the insurance.
yeah,
and all that
I got a
other stuff.
Toyota, and for 4 days, whatever, rental car is like $350 or something for 4 days, and then I want to extend it another 4 days, and they're trying to say $700, right? And then you could just go get another SUV at another one, or even the same company, new one, and it's like $250. Yeah, it's brand new. So
Yeah, that's really
I just
dumb.
return them. I keep returning them.
What a
I don't
scam.
mind traveling down the interstate at my end of my day and grabbing one. They're not going to get me on that scam.
So this is cool here, the Catalina
I think you
Mountain,
switched
about
twice.
Mount Lemon and all that.
Mount Lemon. I've been there. I took a
So-
selfie there
There's a trail on the backside.
of Mount Lemon.
Yeah, you can't. They close it during the winter because it's just that's
Yeah.
where most of your snow is on the
The,
side of the
the
mountain.
ski resort. Yeah, because the sun, right?
Yes.
I noticed
So in
that
the
up
summertime, you can take that trail. It's all dirt road trail, and it's like 90 to 100 degrees down here in Tucson.
Yeah.
By the time you get up there, it's like 75,
there. Yeah.
70.
That's why I call it Winter Haven.
Yeah, and if you had your top off your Jeep, you're up there freezing
Exactly.
for that trail. But it's
Gates
a fucking
Pass.
little trail.
Just take the drive. Find Nancy. Yeah, we're going there, Diane. As soon as 857 Tucson, we're going to Gates Pass. That's exactly where we're going.
Nice.
But yeah, let me ask you something. Like, I just looked on my map. It takes an hour and a half from here to get to Mount Lemon. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously it's a short distance, but
Are we going to Mount Lemon today?
You have to kind of drive to the east a little bit to
Yeah.
get to it. Yeah, bless you.
Thank you. You got to go up the Catalina Parkway, right? That's what it's called.
Yep.
But you got to go slow.
Well, there's some spots, but for the most part, there's a lot of hairpin turns.
Yeah,
You gotta go
yeah.
slow there.
But going up, there's so many canyons and
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to J's for Justice. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I got a couple videos I want to play for you guys. I got an interview with Annie Guthrie from a year ago. This is from January 6th, 2025. January 6th, 2025. Let's watch this really quick. We'll go back to JLR. I think he's taking us up to Mount Lemon today. I'm not sure, but here we go. Let's watch this. I haven't seen it yet. This says Second Global Conference on Advancing Mental Health, Sophia University. Sophia University, Costa Mesa campus. So here's Annie.
Coming from a creative background, not necessarily a transpersonal background, I was amazed and really happy to find a context for something I've been developing in a different field. So it was really exciting to understand that there are already terms out there for this practice that I've been developing. And so I think that's the thing that I'll be thinking about, is so where do I go from here? How do I blend what I know with this new field of inquiry that I'm just getting to know? Yeah, I think my question really is going to be, what can I learn from this field? It's a new field for me. And I'm really going to be delving into the works of my fellow panelists, and so yeah, I think my question is going to be, well, how does transpersonal psychology apply to me as a creative writer, and how will it influence the manual of the craft of attention that I'm writing? So yeah.
This body cam footage documents the moment Ryan Upchurch
We're not going to watch Ryan today. Huh. So the description of this video says, Annie Guthrie, MFA, is a writer, poet, and jeweler based in Tucson. She is the author of The Good Dark, a compelling collection of poetry and instant gratification. A craft manual that blends creativity with hands-on artistry. Her work has been featured in numerous national literary journals, and she has received several fellowships and grants recognizing her contributions in the literary world. Beyond writing, Annie teaches oracular writing, an innovative practice that enhances intuition, creativity, and personal expression through deep inquiry and attunement. Her approach to writing bridges the mystical and the practical, offering a unique method for unlocking creative potential. They're both poets. That's how they met. And yeah, remember Illuminated. Oh, I know she said delve. But yeah, remember the ransom letter was well written. I've got some other stuff on Miss Annie to show you guys. When Annie's book came out, her sister, Savannah, had a party for her. Savannah actually hosted a party for her book release, and a lot of celebrities were there. Matt Lauer was there. I'm gonna find that article again so I can show you guys. There's a lot. It looks like Savannah, but tried to, help her sister, to be honest with you. This just came out 3 hours ago from the Today Show, okay? I find it odd they're replaying this. Watch. They're replaying.
Oh, yeah. There we are. And back to the sorority that helped shape her.
Hold on. It says Savannah Guthrie's sorority sisters share their support. And this just came out today. It's really weird. Okay, let's look. I'm keeping my eye on this Today Show too, because how long now? Oh, that's another thing. One of these tabloid reporters, the British guy with the weird hair that goes on Nancy Grace, he said that Savannah is not leaving the show and she is not going to give up her career and she is not going to let this steal her light. So that is the latest news on the Today Show. That behind the scenes, Savannah's saying, nope, I ain't going nowhere. This is from her hometown visit, and they're replaying it now. And the sorority sisters, I guess, are speaking. Let's watch.
Just a few months ago, this was a house full of joy. Hi, guys! Savannah had come home, back back to the University of Arizona, where her mother Nancy had worked, where Savannah graduated from.
Oh yeah, here I am. Yep. Oh yeah, here I am.
And back to the sorority that helped shape her.
She looks older when she was in college than she does now.
Yeah, yep. Oh yeah, there I am.
And
she looks 40 years old there. Wow.
back to the sorority that helped shape her, Pi Beta Phi. She laughed with the sisters, took tons of selfies, and reminded a new generation that where you come from never leaves you. But now Tucson is rallying around one of its own. And these young women, Savannah's sorority sisters, aren't standing on the sidelines.
You always come back home. And I think that for Savannah to have this career and then come back home and just treat us all the same, it was just really special to see how far this community really goes.
Rubbing it in
since
someone's
Nancy
face.
Guthrie's disappearance, the Pi Phi
Seems like they're rubbing it in someone's face, how loved Savannah is back home, huh? Because, you know, Annie worked for the University of Arizona, too, and no one's talking about that. No one's giving her accolades. No one's even recognizing that. It's weird.
chapter has been flooded with messages from alumni near and far, all asking the same thing: how can we help? The answer, these women say, starts with simply showing up.
Why? Why is that important for you to be here today?
Whether you're young or you're old, you've felt an impact through this case, and it's really important to stay together, especially now, and just continue to support them and show our love, especially because we are her sisters.
The chapter says they made a deliberate choice not to reach out directly to Savannah, wanting to give the family space and privacy. But they have been praying. In fact, before sitting down to speak with Today, the women gathered for a moment of prayer.
You said a prayer for Nancy before you came here this evening?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you say?
I kind of just asked if the Holy Spirit was able to fill this room and put a hand of protection over wherever Nancy is, and that, I mean, we're college students, we're inexperienced in this field, it's new, and sometimes new feelings are hard. And honestly, at the end of the day, giving it to someone who's able to put control over that situation is all we can do.
Across Tucson, the signs of solidarity are everywhere. Yellow ribbons tied to trees, neighbors watching out for one another. And many of these Pi Phis are from Tucson themselves.
Have you been to the neighborhood?
I have, yeah. I mean, I've lived in Pima County my whole life, and it's hard to think that something that awful could happen to anybody.
But these women stand resolute, knowing there is power in numbers.
She showed up for us, and so us showing up for her just is so important.
These sisters have a message for Savannah, not from Tucson's most famous Pi Phi, but from the women carrying her legacy forward.
And she knows Tucson is her home, but we hope that she knows that we are all her home now too.
She might be feeling hopeless, and I hope that she doesn't, but we will have enough hope for her to have this whole thing come to justice.
And when Savannah visited the sorority last fall, I'm told she took a picture with every single sorority sister. That is more than 400 women, and it really meant a lot to them. They're now showing that same support for Savannah when she needs it most. Guys.
Yeah, Aaron, thank you so much. I think you feel the feeling of everyone wanting to show up, and just like those Pi Phis are doing for Savannah, just like those
fake
the women who were searching earlier in the show. I think everyone wants to do something.
And you know what that is, because she's always shown up for us individually, and obviously there with the sorority sisters, as Aaron just mentioned.
That's how you get through these tough times. Are all these little collective efforts of people showing love. And later you look back and you go, well, I couldn't have survived that time in my life if it wasn't for all this kindness that was spread.
You feel helpless, but we're not.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Ugh. They are so fake. Ugh. They never talk about Annie. Well, the brother has made it clear. So there was an interview with Savannah where the brother made it very clear that he does not want to be on TV. He doesn't want to be mentioned. So he made it clear. So that was not an issue, right? Brother doesn't want that global attention via his sister's career. And I can't say I blame him. But being the sister, right, is different than being the brother. All right, here's a news report from yesterday. I don't know why I put it in my watch later. There must have been a reason. So we're going to watch it here.
Well, it has now been 3 weeks since 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was last seen at her Catalina's Foothills home. She is the mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie.
Detectives spent the day knocking on doors in Nancy's neighborhood in the Tucson area.
That's why, because they said they spent the afternoon knocking on doors. This was when they were doing the Hobby Lobby search. We didn't see them knocking on any doors. Whose doors were they knocking on? Whose neighborhood were they in?
And barricades are now set up near the home.
Our David Chastain, mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie.
Detectives spent the day knocking on doors in Nancy's neighborhood in the Tucson area. And barricades are now set up near the home.
Our David Chastanov is joining us near Nancy's property with why these changes were made.
Yeah, that's right. The Pima County Sheriff's Department says they wanted to set up these barricades just so this area is much easier to access for public service vehicles and for people in general here in this neighborhood. I want to take a step out and show you the setup here. Right away, you know, there's these barricades just all down Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood street right here. You'll notice, too, there's someone dropping off flowers at this very large tribute for Nancy Guthrie outside of her home. And then law enforcement, too, they continue to keep their eyes on her property, just parked on her driveway. We're now 3 weeks into what's been a heartbreaking and terrifying situation. Many elected leaders from Arizona say they are very concerned.
I don't consider this a cold case yet because I am so hopeful and praying so hard literally every night that Nancy is found.
Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays says she told the Pima County Sheriff's Department and the FBI her office is willing to help, though neither agency has taken her up on that offer just yet.
If they need us, we will be there for them. As you know, we do a lot of cases on the cartels. So if that ever becomes relevant, we can offer assistance.
Nancy Guthrie has been reported missing here in the Tucson area since February 1st. She was last seen on January 31st. In the 3 weeks of this ongoing case, a lot has happened. There's been ransom notes, emotional videos from Savannah Guthrie's Instagram, and even surveillance footage released from Nancy's doorbell camera. Detectives have also detained and questioned some people during this case, only to release them hours later. At this point, officials are now turning to genetic genealogy to test the DNA samples they collected near Nancy's home. Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva from Tucson says she believes investigators are doing whatever they can to find Nancy, as well as the suspect who took her against her will.
There is cooperation and collaboration, and that's good news for the Guthrie family and for Nancy Guthrie.
While the search for Nancy Guthrie continues, the Pima County Sheriff's Department is asking people in this area to submit any questionable surveillance footage they may have from January 1st to February 2nd. We have a link to where you can provide that evidence on our website. That's 12news.com. We're in the Catalina Foothills.
What do you guys think? They're saying that there is collaboration between local law enforcement and the FBI, but we're hearing different. Why? What is going on? Someone please tell me. Oh, I'm really glad you found me too, Jen. Sisters from another mister. Let's see what else I've got here. I got something else to show you guys before we turn over to JLR. Man, you guys have sent me a ton of emails. Thank you so much. Okay, so this one is going to be, let me find it. All right, let me know if you guys have seen this. Hang on. This is an article. This is what's her name's Tomaso's blog. Have you guys seen this yet? This was advertised as Tomaso's blog, but when you go to it, it's Annie. And it says Profiles in Poetics, Annie Guthrie, and this is from May 10th, 2013. And it says down here, I mean, I could read the whole thing. I mean, I will if you want. Annie Guthrie poetically transfixtures emphatic and empathetic states of simosis. Jewelry, she explains, is about noise, rhythm, placement, shape, and tools. And I think about tension and action in terms of poetry. A drawing produces intervals of intervals of mark making and how the gesture is made in language outside of chronology or narrative. God, I can't speak today. The elements of poetry happen across investigation and encounter and isn't separate from life. Rather, it's the score of a call and response of the interior. This compelling play enunciates how we encounter life and self. In this interview, we consider Guthrie's book, The Good Dark, forthcoming from Tupelo Press in 2014. The tangled economical positions cue gossip, ontological and essential suffering, visibility, and the constitution of this space. The main character tumbles towards desire. Intimations of saturated intimacy. Threat occurs when visible dissolves the speaker's ability to merge with her beloved. Guthrie shares, quote, "The identity of this beloved is often confused for her and for the reader. This is an enactment of spiritual grappling. It is only when she is able to accept self-difference that conscious calculation is surrendered. This, as Guthrie inspires, makes room for a spirit ditch. Ultimately," oh my God, Flo, don't be mad. I bought you Annie's book and a few other treats to soften the blow. Do it, lady. Thank you, Flo. We're going to be reading Annie's book. Oh, shit. Ultimately, the speaker is seeking self, meaning, God in everything, which includes a boy, the visible, the body, etc. In short, everything is considered. All approaches, conceptual, physical, perceptual, biological, intuitive, spiritual, are considered. I don't even understand any of that. Annie Guthrie is a writer and jeweler from Tucson. She is the marketing director at the University of Arizona Poetry Center. See what I mean? Like, why is this never mentioned? That's a pretty big title there. Where she recently curated a national symposium, Poetry Off the Page, featuring poets who work in hybrid, multimedia forms and in other art forms such as film, theater, books, art, and dance. Annie has a metalsmithing shop at the Splinter Brothers Warehouse in Tucson, where she designs custom pieces in platinum, gold, and silver. Her how-to jewelry book, Instant Gratification, was published with Chronicle Books. Her jewels can be seen at annieguthrie.net and on Etsy. Annie received an MFA from Warren Wilson and has been teaching oracular writing at the Poetry Center since 2009. Annie has poems published in Tarpaulin Sky, blah, 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 all these things. And her book, The Good Dark, will be published in 2014. Oh, God, there's more. In 4th grade, I wrote a collection of my creative writing stories. The best one was called Fortunately, Unfortunately. It amuses me that my thought default mechanism was already in place. In 6th grade, I won a prize for reading the most books in the school. I think I wrote 100 book reports. I was trained as a reader. My family was book-centered. In junior high, I always hid in the library at lunchtime to avoid the other kids. I think writing is just what young readers begin to do. There was never a decision. My mom always made us keep diaries. I was really into journalism class in 7th grade. Writing was the way I worked out my being. It still is. I grew up identifying as a writer, but I really wanted to be a painter. Who are your favorite writers and how did they change over time? I like difficult writing. I think I always have. I like to be made to think harder or differently. When I was a kid, I loved mystery novels. That has translated into adulthood to a love of mystic shaman writer thinkers like all these names. I'm not reading them all. When I love a writer, I read them for life. Additions are made, but my loves don't change. I'm very loyal. I'm slinking around the thought archives of Dalkey and Narpoa and the Sarbonne. Who have been the creative inspiration mentor writers in your career? I worked with Claudia Rankine early on at Warren Wilson, and she remains a powerful influence and friend. She's got this ferociously lightning mind on top of this thick, established stratum of calm, an incredible human. Another great thinker that has shaped and reshaped really my entire approach to writing, teaching, and to life is Kim Young, a painter and a dream and I Ching scholar. My husband, Tomaso Sioni, is my greatest teacher. He is a great manifester. He writes poetry with his lifestyle. How long has your work changed? How has your work changed over time? I don't know. The subject of inquiry changes, so the writing changes. I like to think of the writing as what's left behind of my inductions and transductions. It's crafted evidence thought, so whatever I'm inspiriting gets its traces all over the papers. Have you been influenced by other genres? Absolutely. Everything has a chance to empathetically and emphatically influence me, whatever. If I am making jewelry, I think about noise, rhythm, placement, shape, and tools, and I think about tension and action in terms of poetry. If I'm drawing, I think about mark making and how the gesture is made in language outside of chronology or narrative. I read a lot of fiction because I am interested in building and accumulation. I often get a little lost in research when I explore other fields. I am teaching a class called Oracular Mapping, and so I'm reading a lot of material related to urban planning. Right now I am reading the Wayfinding Handbook, the image of the city and visual complexity, mapping patterns of information, for instance. The poetry happens across investigation and encounter. And it isn't separate from life. It's the score of a call in response of the interior. What are your plans for the future? I'm going to continue teaching oracular writing at the Poetry Center in Tucson. It keeps me on my toes. Hopefully I can manage a tiny book tour when the book comes out. I have friends in big cities, and I will probably just design it around where my loved ones live. Paris, New York, San Francisco, LA, Asheville. Am I forgetting somebody? Notice she says her loved ones aren't. Oh, I guess Paris. That's France. No one's in Italy. None of them are in Italy. If you were asked to create a flexible label of yourself as a writer, what would it be? She says artist. God. All right. In this section, chorus, the voice of the priest orchestrates a scenario in which the Lord performs a test. The priest has set up one mirror in an empty room, the entrance of his home, and the call to his guests. Come, I'm in the back. The visitors are invited to walk through a secret opening, admitting, I don't care for submission as much as coincidence. I'm not good at being happy, very, very happy when spoken to directly. I can't read this. I don't even understand it. I'm sorry. I just can't. There's too much. It's too much. I can't do it. I can't do it no more. But look at this picture, you guys. This is Tomaso in the background, and that's Annie. Can you guys see it? Yeah, dude, I can't even read it. Like, it's just a bunch of word salad to me. What the hell kind of writing is it? What music is making your ears bleed? That's enough thing. Like, I've heard enough. It's too deep for me. She's too deep for me. But what about the name of her book? The Good Dark. When is there good dark? I thought dark was bad. People are like, you've read enough. Flo says, shall I cancel the book? No, I want to see what she says about her childhood in there, if she does. Check Nerdy Addict? Okay. I'll gladly get off this Annie thing. She is something else. I got to find the thing about the party, though. 55 seconds ago. Hold on. Look at Michael Ruiz. Here, let's put this back over to the side. Michael Ruiz says 55 seconds ago, DNA results are pending. Partial profiles may still yield results, and volunteer searches have kicked off in Tucson. They have? Who's volunteer searching today? Okay, Nerdy Addict. Let's see what he's got. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Snazzy, for 17 months. The name of her jewelry book, Instant Gratification. Yeah, yikes. Okay, look at this, guys. Nancy Guthrie's irrigation system was reportedly spewing air instead of water today. It immediately made me think about a post on X suggesting the property could have two separate systems, city water and possibly an older well that predated municipal service. If there is, in fact, a secondary water source feeding that irrigation line, air suddenly pushing through it instead of water is certainly interesting. Oh, God. That could mean that something's blocking the water. The water line. And then we have this existing system. There's two there's two different water sources. Existing tank too small may have caused something failure. So yeah, she had to get the guest house system was too small. Oh, wow. There's two entirely separate septic systems on the property. I hope they search both systems, all tanks, not just the one system in the rear of the home. Oh, JLR got a Big Mac. Big Mac attack. He's got a Big Mac attack. So if you look here, I'll show you the second one on this. This is from property records, guys. See that? We got the main house. This is the back, the patio. Here's the guest house. This one was too small. So she had to put a new one in. You can see right here. Hold on. Existing tank too small may have caused something failure. Something field failure. So there's a whole nother system. And guess what? Oh, wait, think about it. Those ladies. Y'all, those ladies from Mexico might have been onto something Because look, this is the existing system right here. Here's the driveway, right? Here's the road. This is where those ladies were poking around. This is where those ladies were poking around in the yard, weren't they? Or were they on this side? Or were they on both? Because here's the second system, and they were on this side too. You know what I'm saying? Are you guys picking up what I'm laying down? Hang on, let me come back to chat. Where is my chat? Where are you guys? There you are. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're poking around by those two sides. Did they check the front one or the back? Because we saw them go to the backyard. You don't think they were on Nancy's property? I think they were at one point. They were on Nancy's property at one point because the deputy told them to get off. Hey, thank you so much, 5150 Hellion. Thank you for the $4.99. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, they were on the front of Nancy's, and the existing system is in the front. But today, the city water folks were there. So if we go to this one, she may have a well for the sprinkler system, but city water for her house. Her irrigation system was spewing air instead of water today. Huh. Just weird. Let's see what's going on here.
SUVs.
He's going to the car. Are we leaving?
Let's go in.
Hopefully
it doesn't stay hot on the dash either. All right, so
what's the deal, JLR? Tell us.
You okay like that?
Well, I can put this in the back, right?
Yeah.
We're going on a road trip with 757. I'm not scared. Yeah, we have those here too in Florida. People have a well for their sprinklers.
1 second, folks. Start plugging in things. Getting the situation. Plugging in phones.
I don't know. I think we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Sorry.
I mean, septic and irrigation are different, like a well. I don't really know how all that works. I really don't know how all that works.
Here comes our friend Mel. Come on in, Mel.
Oh, I wonder if that lady poked a line. But you'd see water. You'd see like water leaking. You think he should stay there because of the water thing? I think they're already gone, though.
Want to work? Can't wait to watch your Clinton stuff.
Patrice.
So, they say to go in, you need a park pass, but guess what?
Nice.
Oh, that's it. I got a park pass.
You got a park pass?
Park pass. We can go in for free. Park pass.
What park are we going to?
For membership. I like visiting parks. Sightsee. Our national parks.
Where is CN? Where's Alex?
Some recreation. All right, ETA will be 12:20 p.m. Give me 1 second. Put this in here.
Did you guys notice yesterday, or the day of was yesterday the search? Yes. Okay, so yesterday, did you notice how the News Nation camera came out to get footage of those people searching when they found the backpack? And how Brian Enton, no shade, but how Brian Enton was like, yeah, I was over, they were searching today, we got some footage. Like, he wasn't even there. His guys came out and grabbed footage. Look, this is what they did because JLR was out there getting the goods. Look at, Look. And then News Nation, couple cameramen pop up. No Ensign. He's like, hey guys, we got some footage of that today. We were out there. Like, no, you weren't out there. Here they are. We could follow you. We could follow you.
We've been here since day one. It's messed up.
I know. I got scrapes and everything. I was just gonna. If I see people, we're gonna ask.
Do you guys mind if we talk to you guys?
Oh, we're going to Saguaro.
We can walk. We can walk with you. That's fine.
We can walk with you. We got to get this for Brian, or else we're in trouble. I heard the feds have been out there, and guess what, Melmo?
We got Mel in the house. 857 Tucson.
What is that? Gling, gling, gling. Do you hear that? Is that me?
Who leaves a purse out on the side of the road? Right? Who leaves a purse out on the side of the road?
So you people live all through here, JL.
Just in between. So this would be the fastest route to west. As the woman confirmed, her husband works there at the park and the feds were there.
Look at News Nation. Look at him. Look at him.
Fries?
Look. I gotta get this. I gotta get this for Brian.
At the stop sign, turn left on East Camino Lazaro.
Might get gas.
Really, Leo? Hey, Kalina, you haven't missed much. We're on our way to Saguaro National Park, and I'm so glad because I want to show you guys.
These roads are 25, but you got to be very careful because I drove past here and I go around this corner and there'd be people like,
yeah, they're out. They're not used to a lot of traffic.
Somebody.
It's a clue. It's a clue.
And don't worry, guys. I haven't received a ticket in over 20 years.
Hang on, I'm getting something pulled up here.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
Turn left, Orange Grove.
This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking for the Guthrie family.
Okay.
But most likely.
You guys ready?
Most likely he would have won.
I don't know if anybody else noticed this.
Yeah. This is too.
Well,
and you would have gotten lost.
But this.
Shut up, 857. Look at his hat. Hello? Okay, I'm back. Look at his hat. Saguaro. Or whatever, however you say that. God. Am I back? From his thing? God. Hello? Can you guys hear me now? I have a vertical and a horizontal going at the same time. I tried to go vertical. You guys should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me? Anyways, her brother's wearing a hat that says that state park on it. If you didn't see it, give me a 5x5 if you can hear me. I don't even know if I'm still live. Let me know. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Can't hear me. Can you hear me now? No, it's not because I have 2 lives going. We're good? Okay. Maybe everybody can refresh. Bloom. Okay. Sorry about that. I had my computer just completely froze up. I hate this computer. I thought I was going to be better off and I'm not. But anyways, we're on our way to this state park and I'm just going to click over here really quickly and we're going to look at Savannah Guthrie's brother. Whoops, Savannah Guthrie's brother. And I'm just wondering why he's wearing that hat. I'm wondering why he's wearing that hat. Let's watch. Oh, and they don't even show the damn video. Okay, lady. Bucky Fox. Okay, right here.
Post open a direct channel with her captors in a new.
His hat. It's a clue, people. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. You should be able to see it now and hear me. That's her brother. That's Savannah's brother. And his hat is from that state park. It says Saguaro, and it's got cactuses on it. And the FBI has been at this Saguaro park. The feds have been there. It was reported from someone's wife. JLR talked to their husband. And the feds have been out to this park. So that's why he's going out there. I looked at that a long time ago. I knew there was a state park, but I just thought, oh, maybe he hikes there when he's home or whatever. And he's always worn it. He was even wearing it in the video where him and Annie show up at her house. Hang on, I'll show you that one really quick. And we'll go back to JLR because we're driving there right now. But let me show you really quick. I just feel like there's something to it. Like it might be some kind of a clue or I don't know. I hate speculating like that because it sounds weird, but it's a little too coincidental. Here it is. Watch. Here's Annie and her brother. This is on February the 4th. Here he is. See, you can't read it, but it's a Saguaro hat. Another one. I know this is some Scooby-Doo shit, right? We're going to be pulling the mask off, and I would have gotten away with it if we weren't for you pesky kids.
Jeepers!
And then, not only that, look what he does at the gate. Look what he does at the gate. It's like Pac-Man. How he leans over. There he is. And then there's Annie. And yeah, I agree with you guys. She really did go downhill in a year. That's not what I said, SD. That's not what I meant at all. I did not mean the brother did anything. Maybe whoever they think did this likes the park. I don't know. We don't know anything else. Okay, so nothing led us to this clue other than hearing that the FBI has been at Saguaro State Park. The FBI is out there investigating. Why? Why? We don't know. The FBI's been out there. We asked them. And I'm just saying that I noticed that the brother's always wearing a Saguaro hat. I mean, it's an observation, not an accusation. It's a big difference to observe something versus accuse. It's interesting nonetheless. There's a chess game going on. I agree with that. I agree with that. Maybe there was something in the ransom letters, right? We know now that they got the ransom letter on Monday. We didn't find out about it for three days later. Saguaro. The Frozen connection. I guess there was something about Frozen in one of the ransom videos that they made. Her and Tomaso have been together. I think they got married in 2013 or something like that. That's weird speculation. What, to notice that the feds are at the state park and her brother's wearing the same hat from the state park? That's a weird, it's not speculation, it's the truth. The feds are investigating at Saguaro. Her brother's wearing a Saguaro hat. I mean, it is what it is. Frozen is about two sisters. The story revolves around two sisters. That's the significance there, in my opinion. What kind of car is he driving? It's a national park. Federal land, not state. Okay, well, why is the FBI there? Why is the FBI there at all? I mean, there's also a lake called Saguaro Lake, which is 2 hours away from Tucson, says UCLA, Jen. Huh. It is, Franny. It's interesting to find anomalies and discuss them. The lady told JLR off camera. Yes. I think it's like people in Orlando wearing Disney hats, I guess, but he's in Vermont. They got together in 2006. When did they marry, though? When did they marry? I think that was probably a rental car since he came in from Vermont. He doesn't live there, though. Nobody knows. It's a song in the movie. Gotta know it. I've never seen the movie, so thank you. Retired FBI profiler said Savannah quoted Silence of the Lambs in one of her videos. Anyone catch that? Yes, I did. I actually have a short on it, Scooters. It was weird. This whole thing has been just weird. I'll show you that since you didn't see it, Scooters. Scooters McBooters. There were a lot of cryptic messages in those family videos. Yeah, I think so too. That Silence of the Lambs one was a while back. Let's see. Here it is.
Kindness. We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay. We received your message, and we understand. We beg
What is
you
going
now
on?
to return our mother to us.
I'm
so
frozen
that we can
again.
celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us. We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
That wasn't it. I feel like my computer is just completely effing up right now. Wow, guys, I just had this video sent to me, and the originator is Crystal Bisaccia on Facebook.
Kindness.
Wow, guys, I just had
What
this.
the hell?
Wow, guys.
Well, it's just
This is
just more
effed up.
to-
I can't get it to play that one. It's like I'm possessed today.
Kindness.
Isn't that weird? It won't play it. It's this one right here. You see it? Watch.
Kindness.
Wow, guys, I just had this video. What is
sent to
it
me.
doing? And the originator is Crystal Bisaccia.
What have you been?
This is so bizarre.
Kindness and knowledge.
Here it is.
Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
Kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
Kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
Finally got it to play. Yeah, that's weird, right? Creepy. What's the other one I wanted to show you? As I was scrolling through here, I saw one. Oh, here's Cameron. Here's her brother.
Being told is that it's
Yeah, see? It won't work. That's so bizarre. Look at CSI and Annie Guthrie's. Remember this?
We received.
Remember this? Why were they doing this? This is the daughter's
Might be
home.
coming out.
Annie.
Coming out.
Oh,
Coming out.
Here they're coming out. There's
Coming out.
the back of the vehicle right there is open. See it? They got the hatch open on one of the vehicles.
Coming out. So it looks like there's back.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
But they didn't.
Kindness and knowledge.
This is another development which I'm going to talk to you about in a second. This is, I believe you're going to see live on NBC4, a flatbed truck. Now, on that flatbed truck is a car.
We do not know if this is coming from the driveway of Nancy Guthrie's home. We don't know if it's coming from a neighbor's.
Here's Nancy's
but
car.
We have been told
Remember this?
and asked to look out for it. I'm going to get out of the way. It is really important that we get a shot of this car as it comes. Ladies, follow me as we do it. Lewis, go ahead and turn. And apparently it looked like a Toyota that was on that flatbed.
This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking for the Guthrie family. Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting for contact.
Saguaro. See?
This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking for the Guthrie family. Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting for contact.
He looks like he wants to beat someone's ass. He has a bruise on his forehead?
This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking for the
I think that might be shadows.
Guthrie family.
Dude, what if it was a plot twist and it was him? Oh my God, wouldn't that be weird? But it's not, because he's too tall, right?
Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting for contact.
I think it's shadows, but I don't know. I know, bum, bum, bum. What else do we have here? So this is what we have. We have on January 31st, 5:32, 5:32 p.m., Nancy took an Uber to the family's home of Annie. Okay, Annie Guthrie. At 9:48, they're not saying who now. They're saying family dropped her off at her home. The garage door opened. 2 minutes later, it closed. Okay. Did you guys watch the interview room last night? It was really good. We should watch part of it today.
We peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
It is unclear which letter the Guthries are responding to. Multiple ransom notes have been sent out to the media, including one that was sent to us, and the most recent one being sent to another station here in Tucson. In the letter sent to KGUN 9, the potential kidnappers demanded the Guthries pay them $6 million before this Monday at 5 p.m.
Moments ago, TMZ was reporting that the Bitcoin account allegedly set up to accept the funds, the money, in exchange for Nancy Guthrie, remains empty at this hour. An apparent ransom deadline of 5 p.m. Arizona time is fast approaching.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers, and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
Do you think she got all like her makeup on to make it
What
look
have you
like
been
she's
able to-
holding it together and
Being
she's
told
really
is
not?
Well, it's just north of Nogales, which is.
Had our producer Jake Whitman.
Investigators have really.
Okay. Let's go back to JLR. See if we are. Nope, we're not there yet. We're on our way to Saguaro National Park. They're in Tucson. Saguaro National Park. If you guys haven't hit the like, please hit the like button. If you're on vertical, double tap the screen. Thank you so much, guys.
We're on our way to the park. We're going to see if the FBI spoke to him. We might get some information right now.
If anyone hears anything on X or anything, feel free to share.
Yeah,
'cause,
anything
we're
breaks.
literally waiting and nothing.
We're kind of just doing this because we're kind of filling in time and seeing what's going on.
I can't
and
wait
just
to
checking
see
out
what they
different
find
areas
out.
and look.
Maybe one of the employees will tell
We'll
them
see.
what the FBI's been doing or asking.
But,
you know what I
it's
mean?
been very quiet in the last 3 days.
I'll be back in a
And
few
I think
minutes. I
there's
got to
a
get up.
strategic reason for that. And I also feel like the media might be moving on because they're networks and they have to cover other cases.
Well, if they came out with another piece of information, people would be wanting to find out where's that going to lead. But they have not come out with anything that could further the public being interested other than,
Right.
hey, we got this guy with a mask.
Yes.
We all have a opinion that we think there's more footage. I think there's more footage in the house, in the back. No one just puts a camera in front. You put a camera in front and back.
Yeah.
So where's...
I mean, I got 6 cameras around my house.
You got to.
In every corner.
And they alert, and you can have your family members. So if your grandma or whatever, your mom's 84, you can actually have access to their network. And anytime somebody walks by, you could be in Bermuda and still get alerts. So if they had that set up, they could see, oh, mom just went to bed. Right? She walked by the camera, she went to bed. So there's just all this lack of, and then John, he's saying he doesn't believe the timeline. So whatever they are telling us is what's true about it, any of the timeline.
So John's been out here for a while, and he's like focusing on Tomaso.
Yeah, he is.
He's like thinks Tomaso did this,
and that's a
he's been
natural instinct.
cleared.
Yeah, and that's a natural instinct because he's seen a lot of these cases, but this might be a one-offer. It might be one of those lower percentage, not normal.
I think they're solid because they have their eyes on somebody.
Got their eyes on somebody.
In their case, I go to these federal court cases. I sit in court all day. That's how they operate. When Sean didn't call, locked up.
Yeah.
He had to go turn himself in, and he gave him an appointed time. And he was staying in a hotel room, so he alerted them that he was going to move rooms.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to be squeaky clean. And the feds swooped in on him a day early. So when they have their sites and they think they have it figured out, they go solid.
Yep.
So you're thinking...
If they didn't have anything, they'd be saying, oh, a red car, or they'd be asking for something.
So yeah, and that is a good point because I thought about that too. Maybe the silence is right now they got 20 people watching.
Like say,
you know what I mean?
Tell this guy he's cleared, so he'll make a mistake, or he might reach out to the person who actually did it. And that might be the strategy.
He ran a red. Nope. He didn't run a red light.
Tucson's known for the biggest red light runners.
You're not going to catch me running red lights.
But here's
they say
another.
Mel is smart in my chat. Mel is smart.
It's going to be so simple, man. This case is going to be so simple.
Yeah. That's some people suggest
Or
it's
going
just
to be way out there, like it's going to be so outstanding, it's going to blow your mind. Other than that, it's going to be the lowest line.
Percentages. Well, this is one of those intersections.
People don't want to take care of a child, so you know they don't want to take care of an elderly lady.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make sense, you know.
No traffic lights or anything at that stoplight.
Somebody reported that her cane, which they said it was left behind, so that tells you everything.
Yeah.
Her cane was left behind.
Okay, so that tells you the story. You know? It was true, but the problem is, you know, it's verified.
Oh my God, I'm so behind. Jesus, I'm so sorry. We're there.
There's so many rocks
Christ
out here.
Almighty.
Imagine you're in the middle of the desert and you got 5G still.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the desert and we got 5G. Somebody said turn your Bluetooth on. I'll do that. Yo, and then it just goes down. You see all the... Look at Mel. Mel, you're blended in.
Mel, I'm going to get a picture of you out there in the desert.
This is insanity, man. It's amazing looking.
Blending in.
Dude, we gotta. Can't you? I've been out here before, and I went to like some park on the other side. I think there's roads that take you up the top of the hill, right?
He's in a suit. This is great.
Watch for rattlesnakes.
857. Watch for rattlesnakes.
You gotta watch for this stuff.
Oh, F that, man. That shit is deadly right there. Oh.
Dude, it's like a porcupine. Yo, these things are longer than my finger.
Look at those things. That is deadly.
And then the terrain like just...
She said, we came home.
What's
we
that?
planted flowers on the side of the
Did you hear
house.
that? It's like... Rattling. Rattle. He heard a rattle. I did too. Rattlesnakes. Maybe. Dude, and you can't... But... There's so much like rocky cliffs and stuff, too.
Rattle.
So is that Oro Valley in Marana?
Yeah, that's, we're going to call that Picture Rocks. Picture Rocks in Marana.
Dude, look, there's houses down there. I'm learning a little bit. But yeah, man. That's the thing is, man, you just go west of Tucson, you get up in this terrain, you could throw a body up here. And literally it took us, what, 25 minutes from Nancy's home to get here?
Yeah. You got to have a park pass, though, so they would know
needle in
if
the
someone
haystack
came in.
where she could be.
You know what? Can we go back to where they entered the park? I wonder if there's cameras. Look.
It basically said we arrived, but...
Yeah, we're in the national park now, and then
We're in the
we'll
national
probably
park
go to like a ranger station. What we're looking for, if we
Yeah,
can look around and pull over, and
Yeah,
we can look around and pull over and stuff. And there's probably a view up here somewhere.
Let's see.
Okay, case we lose the feed, and at least show everyone where we're at. This is crazy. And look, it's coming in clear.
We should have no problem because we saw those towers.
Right? This is public land.
Okay, that's where they got out. They just pulled over.
We're in the national park.
So they didn't actually go through
They've been here for hundreds of...
Let's see.
Might come out crystal clear out here. You never know. But man, look at this, man.
I mean, I wonder if any cameras or anything would pick up.
Picture rocks rip.
And all these cactus, they've been here for hundreds of years. Like each one of those little arms.
Dude, we're going into them, like the Cactus Mountain Pass.
The Cactus Mountains, he said. He said we're going into the Cactus Mountains.
Just step out of there.
Okay, this is where they pulled over. I just wanted to see where they were at.
Crazy.
All right, let's refresh. If someone went in there, I wonder if they'd be seen, you know, on any cameras on that road or anything like that. All right, we're back live with the boys out at Saguaro National Park.
Oh, you're in Gates Pass. How far am I from Gates Pass? 7 minutes. You're at Gates Pass? Where are we? We just got some saying welcome to the park sign. Saguaro National Park West. You're in Gates Pass right now. We might head over there. Okay, what cell service do you have? Verizon? Do you get 5G out there?
He's on the phone with somebody.
You do? All right, we'll head over there. I mean, I don't know how long you plan to stay there. Well, we're going to head over there.
I wonder if any of those driveways they
Gates
went past.
Pass, because people have been saying that in the chat.
What's Gates Pass?
Yeah, we'll work our way over there. We'll be over there in the next, maybe within the next half hour.
He wants to get the hell out of this park.
All right, you're just hanging out there. You're cool, right? All right, see you soon. Bye-bye. Gates passed. Our drone guy's out there.
Drone guy.
He's just hanging out. So we said, come on out. There is Tucson, or North Tucson. There's the Catalina foothills.
Saguaro.
Nancy's about 25 minutes away from here. It wasn't far.
Oh, I'd love to go rock hunting. Wouldn't that be fun?
Dude, but the ground is it's hard as a rock.
Hey, Higgins.
Dude, you would need some crazy... You can't bury somebody out here. I mean... Have they ever found dead people out here? Like disposed of? Yeah.
I feel like if she's out there, she's going to be not far off the side of a road
going
somewhere.
Up over the mountain here.
You know what I mean? Someone would pull over.
Who's that?
Probably someone following you.
This is insanity.
They're not far from the road, guys. It's not that dangerous. Who's that?
Whoa.
That was weird.
These things will poke your eye out.
That was pretty odd. Did you see that?
Yeah, they spun around and looked at us and spun around. That was odd. I gotta put GPS Gates Pass. Gates Pass.
What kind of car you think that was? Just so you know.
It's like a SUV, like a
bigger one.
Chevy
Tahoe.
Tahoe, yeah. All right, he's over at Gates Pass, but let's go over this hill real quick, and then we'll work our way to Gates Pass. We'll work our way to Gates Pass.
I think if
So
she
we're
was
20 minutes from Gates
if she was
Pass.
dumped, she won't be far from the
But I want
side
to
of the
go over
road.
this hill first. Can we go the other way?
Wherever she was, if that
He needs
happened.
to tell us something off cue of what he saw in the driver's seat of that guy.
Okay.
We need to find that out.
Okay.
I thought they were gonna go into the park.
Gates Pass. Dude.
Find like a ranger
You could put
station or
people
something.
out here, man. Straight up put people out here.
Yeah, 857. Better watch peeing around them cactuses. Ouch. Why aren't they going further in? That's what I would do.
There was definitely.
I'm just curious. They have cams out here. So, did the FBI get camera footage? What were they doing out here? What brought them here? What made the FBI come out here? I mean, are they just checking things out?
Guys ready to rock?
He wants to get out of there.
Unbelievable terrain, man. Didn't even know this existed like that. I mean, I was here before, but I don't think it was over here. I think it was at Gates Pass in the past.
Yeah, Gates Pass.
Because that's those homes that lead up to it, correct?
That is a popular.
There's a lot of traffic
place.
on
It's
this
a
road.
little more hairy with this coverage, with the service out there.
Yeah.
From what I would take a guess.
Oh, the ransom, maybe.
All right, give us a second, folks. I got to set up shop here and look at the map.
Yeah, I don't see any birds or anything circling. We saw the birds on that trash at the landfill.
Good.
That would be like what it would
Let me
be
just
like.
go over this pass here. Whatever.
One
This is like a
second,
pass here itself. And we'll work our way to Gates Pass. Unbelievable, man. All right, you guys set?
All right, Gates Pass.
I know, right?
I just heard a professional, like ex-law enforcement, say that if someone pulled over and dumped her, that it would be not too far off the side of the road. You know? Put your seatbelt on, boys. This is a big tourist area.
Is there a view up here?
I haven't been up here in a while, but
Yo, look at this.
Uh-oh. We lost him for a second. Did you guys see that one lady? I think it was... I watched a video last night on it. There was another grandmother that went missing from a prominent family, like back in the 80s. And she's never been found. And then Jen Coffindaffer did a video and she says, Nancy Guthrie and the Occam's razor. I found a sister case. So Jennifer Coffin is digging into the sister aspect as well. Huh. Interesting. We'll probably pop back in here in a minute. I suppose we can listen to some of the interview room. Hold on. I'm looking for something. Remember how dusty that Range Rover of Luke's was? Where did all that dust come from? Was it dust or was it rain? Oh.
Are we back?
This is an interesting one. Let me put this in my watch later.
Yes? Can you see?
We're back.
What happened?
Is it back?
Yeah, we should be back. Back. All right.
Is it back?
Looks like we're back. Yep. All right. So once you go to the mountain, there's no reception. We're going to go the other way, though, then go to Gates Pass. Our friend is out there.
All right, cool. Thank you.
So we're off. Gates Pass. Welcome back. That was a crazy...
Good to go.
Go.
Continue for 1 mile.
All right, we're back. Gates Pass.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We are going to Gates Pass.
Welcome back, folks. We're on our way to Gates Pass.
Uh-oh. Lost him again.
Yes.
She's 89?
Those towers, we should be good.
Yeah.
Holy.
But man, the land out there
we're
is
going to go ask the FBI if the FBI came out here, but
look at this view. View here is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I found what I wanted to show you guys. We got a few things to watch.
You folks pretty much can put a body out here easy somewhere in the early morning hours. If you did a little planning and preparation and said, hey, there was a spot I'm going to put a body, I don't know if you could just do it out on the whim.
yeah, I mean, people have lots of property, right? So, I mean, as much as, you know, it could be in the desert, people have 10, 20 acres. Lots of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, on that property. It wasn't a tip, it just somebody did say that FBI was out there and they talked to.
There's park.
I'm turning off this duel if I can.
But that might be standard just because they're checking all surveillance.
I can't.
But over at Gates Pass, there's a ranger cabin because I remember it went there. That's that in between thing.
Okay. I haven't been there in a while.
I've been there before. I haven't been up here.
Thank you, Danielle.
What does trash day look like for Nancy? Do they have the...
Can you guys hear me?
Does it go by the road or...
Yeah, you know the
This morning,
ones
as we
that have
continue to track
the arms
the
that
new
come out.